All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so it's recording.
When you love me, hold me and take care. And what we have is much more. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, everyone. On this episode of Hear Me Clearly podcast, we have the Deep West Side. And I'm so excited because I remember discovering you like a couple years ago when you were still doing the YouTube story times, and then
That was on Vine, when I was
right,
on Vine.
and I even followed you back when I had Vine and when that was popping. So, what have you been up to so far since then?
Just finding myself, man. Just working still. I'll be doing music heavy, so just working, trying to find my sound, trying to get my mental together, everything like that. Get myself together. I'm 23, so I'm trying, I'm stepping into the adulthood,
Right.
that shit goes. So that shit, just trying to manage everything, get shit together, get shit right.
Right. I agree. Okay, so we're going to jump right into it. So, tell us a little about yourself and how you got started with rap.
It was in, I'd say probably 10th grade.
Okay.
Some boy, shout out my man Juice. Some boys, that's my man. He used to come to school every day and just rap at the lunch tables and just rap and shit. We used to just go back and forth rapping.
So y'all had a typical beat that everybody did on
the type thing. Yeah, the beat on the table type joint.
Right.
And then one day he came in and he was he killed that shit one day. When that shit, when I was I was just freestyling up the top, playing around type shit. Then I'm like, man, I'm about to go write some shit one day. I came in and I wrote some shit I said some shit that I wrote the night before.
Right.
And then it just kept going. He like, man, we might as well get in the studio.
Right.
And I ain't never get in the studio. Yeah, I ain't never get in the studio until probably a few months later that summer. Probably when I was about to go to 11th grade that summer.
And is that when you started to take it more serious?
Yeah. I say each year as I was going on, it was getting more serious and serious. So when I ripped, I always I feel like I was musically inclined since I was a young boy type shit.
Okay.
I said inclined. What are you talking about? My mom, she used to heavy Lauryn Hill, heavy Erykah Badu, music, soul child type ball. Yeah, it's just a good vibe. So I already had that in my genes. I feel like just had the sound, the music, the ear for music type shit.
Okay. So I don't know if you mentioned this before, but you mentioned Boys Latin, so I wanted to know where you're from. And your hometown, your hangout spots, and your nicknames and stuff like that you used to go by.
Yeah, I'm from West Philly. Yeah, Deep West Side, West Philly. Think it's so. Yeah, I'm from Mailbox. That's the most probably significant known spot where I'm from. Down 45th Street, the Mailbox.
Okay.
Down the bottom. Shout out to the bottom. Down the bottom, all the niggas down there. But yeah, West Philly, 45th Street.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, so more. So basically, what I want to get into now is, you hang around, you from West Philly, you hang around West Philly, you just mentioned the Mailbox down the bottom. So, would you say that your community had a upbringing or a negative aspect towards your music? How did your neighborhood and your area, benefit your music?
It wasn't, I wouldn't say it was hate, but I wouldn't say it was love either. It was just a young boy trying to do it. It didn't get to the point where I was getting heavy support until I blew up off the Vine shit. After I blew up off the Vine shit, that's when I was getting the notice, the eyes, getting the crowd, niggas was looking at me and shit. As they should though, as they should.
Right, you had to build that up as well.
That's what I'm saying, yeah, so I respected it, but it was just like that. It wasn't the people that was genuinely from the rip showing love, they still there, they still in the corner.
That's what's up. Because unfortunately, people that be closer to you sometimes you'll find out that those are the haters, and you just
that's why ever since I moved out, ever since I moved by the way too, I moved to Florida, out Jacksonville a year and a half ago, so I'm out here. I'm out here in Jacksonville, but yeah, when I left, that's how it was. Like
Listen,
it was all
like
hate. All right. It's all hate.
Crab and Barrel saying, you know how they say like other crabs pull you down because they don't want to see you leave and possibly doing better than them.
No, that's really, and I'm real inclusive. Like I really bought like the people that know me, I really like to myself type bull. So I used to not answer niggas' calls. I used to let niggas know like I just don't want to talk. Like I'm just trying to get myself together. I was going through depression when I first moved out this joint. I felt like I was just under a lot of pressure. That shit was just crazy for me. I just was trying to be by myself. Okay. Like when I first moved out here and I got a job, I just was going to work and coming to the crib every day. Weekends, just going to stand in the crib, like type shit for damn near like 10 months straight before I really like got out my little shell and came out and started fucking like meeting people. But that shit, I was really just in my own little prison, basically.
And you think you experienced that because like the support you felt and like the non-support and the hate and stuff, or it was
say it again?
A transition?
Say it again. I think it's a transition. You asked me which way. Say it again. What's the question you asked me again?
I can repeat it. So I said, did you feel like that? Like when you first got out to Jacksonville, Florida, that like, you know, you experienced that type of depression because you didn't have the support, or like you were just feeling.
Yeah, it was just you know how. Yeah, that's how it was. Like what come with this shit. Like with niggas, you not gonna always be up. Granted, like I'm grateful that when I really in my freshman years of this rap shit, I really got to like local celebrity buzz, famous type buzz that niggas wasn't really getting. Like it wasn't really how it is to the point how it is now. Like everything is about social media now. It was like 2014, 2013, 12, and all that shit. That shit it wasn't as much.
Yeah, it wasn't
as extreme. Yeah, it was just a little bit, and I could be grateful to be a part of that. But I'm just saying, like, it's keep moving forward. Like that's all I'm trying to do. Just keep moving forward, and
that's what's up.
Fuck it. But yeah, when I moved, I feel like that shit definitely it affected me. Like me not getting the same reactions from certain shit I was doing. Like just the times changing, everything was just affecting me. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like I was just in between to that, like accepting it or whatever like that. But yeah, but I felt me moving away though helped me gain myself back basically. Like because I was doing a lot of shit just off the strength of other people, like trying to do shit to please other people.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. So I would just.
So, yeah, well, I just wanted to ask you the thought that I got written down. They'll come back to me. So, how would you describe your style of art, more so?
Free. I say free if I gotta say one word. Cause it's like I feel like I'm so like on some shit. I'm really versatile, crazy to the point where like it's so much shit that I dropped past from now to past, like little projects and shit before the iTunes wave and all that shit, Spotify wave, all that shit, when everything was mixtape wave. Like I got so much shit, and a lot of like people motherfuckers that stay up on my shit. It's all that shit timeless. My shit feel like it's timeless. Like that shit, I could play anything that I dropped on that Wild Mind EP. I could play anything I feel like, and that shit would be heat, and it relate to the day, what's going on today type shit. And my shit got content, like substance. I got substance. Like I can give you bars. You just want bars. I could get niggas bars. You want to hear some singing shit. I can give you some auto-tune singing shit. I really got all that shit though.
That's what's up. You gotta have a whole collection of what you offering, because if anything, you gotta sell yourself. Nobody else wants to do it. So
real shit.
Respect it. You just mentioned the word, and I kind of want to dig a little bit more into that. You said content. Your music has content. But that's one of the main reasons why I reached out to you to do an interview for the podcast anyway, because I'm like, you know how we just spoke, like, social media was like a sprinkle of social media compared to today. It's like overkill. So even with the music, it's just like you knew niggas was doing it. You knew people was artists and they was working on their craft and so forth and so on, and possibly in the studio if they had enough money. Because mind you, we in the same era with the whole high school graduations and stuff like that. So people really wasn't doing too much back then, but now today it's so different, and everybody is kind of lacking what I feel like is storytelling, content, and purpose. And ironically, you don't, not to me anyway, but I feel like since I've been following you throughout the years, like, you always had a story time. You literally had one on YouTube, and I used to watch you. You had videos on Vine, and then even with your music, you still tell a story throughout the whole track. What would you say about that, like, just comparing, like, music today and what you're doing? Because it's people like you, like J. Cole, that I feel like I will put you in the category with. And
that's my man, too.
Everybody into that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's it. It's just like, at the end of the day, you got to think. I feel like, because my generation, I feel like we all conscious, everybody aware of something. Niggas, there's so much information for you not to be aware. You're aware. So, but we all know that on a music standpoint, like, once you try and take that route on some, like, substance shit, it's like coming from a rapper standpoint, it's way harder to put something that all tie in together at the end to the beginning to the end type shit than to just rap some bar shit. That shit really is though. It really do be like that. And you can't even hold it accountable for niggas, like, cause sometimes niggas' minds don't even be on that level to even try to do that. Niggas can't even think like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just off the strength of me being in the studio out here and be in little sessions with my band when he engineering, I peep like my mind really be working way different than a lot of niggas' minds, and that shit like
everybody has a talent.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think it's decent. So do you like or do you dislike any music up today? Like, do you have a couple of your favorite?
For sure. It's I probably can't think off the top of my head on the spot like I'm bad with this type shit, but for sure though, everything you could find the good in everything, though. Even the baddest shit. Like, you can find the good in everything. That's how I be looking at a lot of shit for. So it's a good that shit dying out though. This type of music, that little type, like, I can't even put it in a box for it, but we all know what it is.
Yeah.
I talk about, like, I can't even, you know what I'm saying? That shit, like, that is, but it's a good sound, though. It sounds good. That's all I can say about it. It sounds good.
Yeah, for the ones that's doing it right, it definitely does.
Yeah, that's what, no, for sure. And it all sounded like, so it sounds good. So that shit annoying sometimes, though. I don't be trying to hear that shit all the time.
Just a little bit. Let me throw something in there. I don't got it written down, but I don't know if you just peeped the Back in the Day challenge. How you feel about that?
That's the repeat. I like the challenge. I like I like when Philly do shit like that, because niggas up here be seeing that shit on the crib. Like, it'll come across. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that shit be coming across. So I like that type of shit. That shit, it is a good exercise. I like rapping. You know, I do this stuff on Thursdays. Everybody go follow me on the grid. Check that shit out. Off Thursdays, like Thursday. But I be doing it Thursday. So I love Thoughtful Thursdays. Thoughtful Thursdays,
my apologies.
Yeah. I be doing it. So that shit like miracle exercise. So there's like exercise to me, you feel me? So I like that type of shit out. That shit was cool.
Okay, so is that why so you said you like rap exercises and like challenges. So is that why you kind of feel like you want rap battles to start back again?
Yeah, not rap battles. I like the diss wave. I want the diss wave to come back. Because listen, we got to think like how we trying to move consciously as a society, on like a Philly way, on like a Philly mindset. We started that put your guns down. What was man Mugga John? He started that guns up, guns down shit. We on some shit. We trying. So we might as well bring this healthy going, because right now it's real friendly. We gotta break this up. Everybody, bro. Everybody cool. Niggas don't even be knowing each other. Niggas don't even be meeting each other in real life, but be I love you, bro, forever. You my brother for life type shit on the gram. Niggas, you never seen a nigga in life. You never seen him, like. But I'm just saying though, let's go. We gotta get competitive again, like.
No, that's always something good to do, like to stir the pot. And I like the way how you going about it, because it's not even with a negative aspect. It's more so like
for sure. But niggas gonna take it how they want to take it. Man, niggas, somebody always gonna take something you doing positive, the opposite. Somebody always gonna. It's if you gonna bite the bait, take the bait, and broadcast that shit type shit. Like you don't gotta worry about that shit.
Right.
Man, how y'all feel about my Quilly bitch? Y'all see my Quilly bitch when I just said
I did. I watched it again right before I called you. Man, I'm just like, you didn't put. All right, so I had seen it on your page, and then I had just watched it again on the Scoop Hole, and they didn't necessarily, like, in the caption mention that you were dissing Quilly.
Yeah, I know. I like that shit. I like what they did, though.
But it was like from...
new.
It was like from them not mentioning it, but you literally hitting all the checks on the box. I was like, oh, ding, 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 you talking about Quilly. I'm like, damn, why you doing
bro,
like
that's not me. I used to fuck with Quilly, bro. Before rapping, that was my man. I ain't even gonna lie, Quilly.
That was a lot of people's names.
He. I just want him to be on some. I feel like he think this is. He getting. I ain't gonna knock it and say like it, but that trolling shit, that shit really a thing. That shit really a thing. This trolling shit, like ever that 6ix9ine shit, yo, this shit really is. Niggas really be taking that trolling shit serious and really be thinking that shit cool.
Wait, so how would you describe like trolling for the people who don't know?
Like trying to just be a weirdo, like do weird ass shit just to know you gonna get attention off of it. Like saying like the most outlandish dumbass shit like you could think of. Anything you can think of, dumb as shit, unnecessary. It could be anything unnecessary. It could be some racist shit. It could just anything you know that's gonna get a reaction, a bad reaction, any type of reaction, not even a bad one, any type of reaction. I feel like that's true. Like, even when you know you're not on that, when you know you don't believe the shit you're saying, you just doing it for a reaction. I feel like that's true. That's trolling. Like, you weird as shit for that.
So you especially trolling me.
Yeah, he just mad that Meek got big. As he should, though. He feels the type of way. He started with Meek and all them niggas. Them niggas all started at the same time. Fuck that.
That should just make you hungry and just make you
yeah, of course. But some niggas express they go about it in different ways. That's where the individuality comes from. Niggas be different.
Yeah, right about that. Gotta be know who you are.
Yeah, shit. Real shit.
So let's transition a little bit.
Alright.
So I want to shift the topic a little bit, but not too much. So you know, like how music is so influential today, and like individuality is also another thing. Young boys and girls are listening to these songs and these albums and these singles that artists, whether they famous or just, underground with it. And they're listening and they're taking these somewhat like actions or like, they're taking these words and they're making them real, because if anything, these rappers or these artists are putting out these this content that they're trying to sell as something that they really did. So kids are going to embody these same actions. How do you feel about that? Because I feel
like with the consumer, the people, that the people that listen in, the fans and the followers and all that, they is the bosses. They the ones that should be looking at it as like that. Like that shit, they doing that shit because they know you want that shit. Like you got to change how the fuck you view yourself in the world around you, and then that shit gonna be you going all that shit you ain't going none of that shit gonna be getting let fly. Like all that shit gonna be bullshit, man. Niggas not going like people gotta think. Only reason this shit is on the radio so much, all in your face so much, is because you want that shit located subconsciously.
Yeah.
Like if not, you letting that shit happen, so which means you still want that shit.
Exactly.
Like that shit, you ain't saying nothing about it. And then the ones that do, they don't know how to organize to get that shit louder, broader for the people in the back. Niggas can't hear that shit. So that's how I feel about that. The kids gonna fight on anything. The kids, like young boys, I peep young boys, cause I'm 20, I'm young, but I'm old for it. I'm 23. Like the young boys in Philly got a wave right now. Them young boys, young as shit, 17, 18 and shit. I'm still young too, but I remember how my whole mindset was. I had I was on a certain vibration. I ain't saying I was on some tough shit, but it was a certain vibration where I looked at the world in a way, in my whole environment a certain way. So
right,
I can't even like they gonna do whatever around it. For real. Right.
So do you feel like? Because I kind of feel like there's a lack of like, I don't want to say like OGs that's putting out like actual like real information that these people around the way should be taking in if they want to listen to them. And then I also feel like it's a lack of just morals and respect out here in general. I know you can find differences from Philly and from where you at now in Jacksonville, Florida. And what can you make out of that? Like, are the people and the way they do things is differently, or like you still see some of those qualities in the people who live in Florida?
Yeah, that's it. Out here, I mean, they don't understand how big. I mean, niggas that out here know how big Jacksonville is, but they don't understand how big this shit is for compared to like Philly. This shit big as shit. They still be them like it's still unity. I want to say with the black people for out here more than it is on a supporting your artist type level. I feel like it's more unified out here than out there, but it's the same way. Like, it's the same way. You're going to get a bunch of black people. It's going to be some crabs in the barrel type shit. Vibes everywhere. It's always going to be like that everywhere. But I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like just because Philly's so little, but so big at the same time, that's what make it even more of a, like, fuck you, I got to get this shit on my own type shit vibe.
Yeah.
That is, because it's so big out here. It's so big out here. Like, I can't even... Jacksonville, the biggest fucking joint in the city in Florida. Like, this shit, biggest shit.
Okay, well, I only been to Orlando, Florida. I haven't visited Jacksonville, Florida, but I've been to Florida in the news a lot, so...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's always going to be that type energy everywhere. That type of... all types of shit. Like, for niggas checking everywhere. This shit be getting crazy out this zone. But it's so big, you don't even. Where I live at, I'm in the burbs, man. There, white people. So I don't hear none of that shit. I don't see none of that shit. That shit quiet. This shit where I'm from.
That's
where
what's
I
up.
live at.
That's what's up. And I would like to just say, like, I know when I go away to school in Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. Shout out to Ship. When I go to school out there and when I come back home, it just be like sometimes I be having to remind myself, like, all right, it's a little different out here. And it's a little different out here. And, like,
real red.
Like,
there's a little white out here.
Real white out here. And then people don't be understanding. And it's just like sometimes, like, I'll be having to really tell myself, like, all right, I'm going back home, and, like, I know what back home is like.
You got to prepare yourself, Daisy.
Yeah, but you do have to mentally prepare yourself, like, for certain things. Like, I know driving out and shit and driving in Philly, oh, my God, we not even going to get into the potholes.
Yeah, real shit.
It's really ridiculous. People are just impatient. They don't move that. They want to go around you. They want to beat. They want to do this. They want to do that. And it all on their phone, so nobody's looking at the road.
No, I'm going to keep it a bean. Florida, they got the worst drivers in the world.
Really?
World. I think all the worst drivers in the world. New York probably got them by like just a little bit, just because of the fact it's so much of a tourist type city. But Jacksonville, they got the worst drivers. Like I feel like every driver in the world that was a bad driver came to Jacksonville and just met up here. They don't use no turn signals. They don't.
But that's
like
really, they don't use no turn signals.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't even. I don't know. But when I when I was in Philly and I was driving to Philly, I had my little wheel in Philly. But I'm saying Jacksonville, that shit totally different. Like, and you gotta drive everywhere around here for.
No,
I
be seeing you saying it in the videos, like.
Yo, you gotta drive. This shit too much. Like everywhere, 20 minutes away.
Right.
Everywhere.
That's how I felt at that school.
Oh shit.
There, so, yes.
I remember I performed that. I mean, I hosted a fashion show or something. I remember 1 year.
Yeah, I wasn't even here yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you wasn't even there probably because what grade? Which year you graduated?
I'm a senior now, so I'll be graduating in class of 2020.
Yeah. You probably was kids. You probably was like 11, 12.
Yeah, I don't know, but it'd be nice if we could have you come back. I could probably see what's up with that, but
no, facts. I got to slide up that joint. I'm trying to slide. I got to slide to Philly. I got to slide to the tri-state area, whole area. Like, I'm trying. I got to drop. I'm about to drop this EP. I'm trying to push that joint heavy. Get like my little marketing thing together. Trying to get something together. Push that shit heavy up there and up here. But I'm trying to do like a promo run for that joint damn there. Come out there for sure.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Well, we stay contacted. We could make something happen. I mean, what about networking?
Yeah. You know, I don't like networking, but yeah, it's all about the vibes. That's what is the problem with me. It's all about the vibes.
Mhm. All right, so we almost about to be done here. So pretty much, like, what inspires you to just keep going? Like, I know you said that you found out one day just playing around in Boys Land with your homie, and then, you know, you started to take it serious when you got higher and higher in high school, and then you did a little bit, and so then you left and went to Jacksonville, Florida. So, like, what's still allowing you to keep going? Because
the love for
you're on Apple Music now, so
I'm all that.
Yeah, you've been making your mark on a lot of platforms like Vine, YouTube, SoundCloud, Instagram. So, like, what's inspiring you?
Oh yeah, it's the love for it, the love for the music, like how I feel when I hear a song in my, like when I'm writing a song. How that song, when I hear it in my head, the way I hear it in my head, and then when I go lay it down to record it, and it sounds exactly how I thought it was saying, that shit makes me feel like I'm the smartest motherfucker in the world. Like, I be feeling like, I can't even explain this. It be making me feel happy. Like, damn, I knew that shit was going to sound exactly like how it seemed. Like, I like that type of sound. And I don't know, and it just give me, like, cause back then, when I first started rapping and first started getting, like, notoriety from rap, I was performing so much. Now that I think about it, I was performing so heavy. I performed everywhere in the city, bro. All the big things, TLA, the Dell Music Man Center, the fucking Vulture Lounge, fucking all types of everywhere in the city. There's I got a name, whatever like that. But this, I feel like this part of my life, this part of the journey, I feel like it getting me more into like actual making and like getting connected with the music then there. Like, I'm really focused on that right now. That's why I'm selective on what I drop, when I drop, how I drop down. That shit, I be deleting shit. Like, I'm just trying to change my brand and all that. Yeah.
Starting to basically, like, you've been had the passion for it. You've been like, all right, I'm going to do this. But you're starting to really understand and appreciate not even the music,
like maturing.
No.
Yeah, maturing. That's what it is. I feel like it's maturing in my own little way. Because I feel like I'm still, for sure, immature as fuck. But I'm saying, like, everybody, like, me and my man was just talking about this shit, individuality. Like, everybody's different. Like, everybody got their own little path. And I'm just going down mine right now. So, see where this should take me. I mean, that's the type of time I'm on.
That's good. That's what's up. No, I really respect it. And if anything, I want you to keep going, keep going up that hill. Don't go down the hill. Go up the hill.
No, for sure, for sure.
It's something up there.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting. Like I've been
Already,
trying this long, so shit.
I'm just waiting for the physical body to grab. I already had it. You know what I mean? I already got it. It's cool.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
Okay. So, well, thank you. Thank you for just doing the interview. And I know we had to reschedule just a couple times, but we made it happen.
Well, thank you. Thank you. For real shit, though. I like this type of shit. Especially when the vibe cool. Like, I already seen you. You already know. Like, I've seen you on the gram a couple times. And I think I've seen you out in person sometime. And we know the mutual people. So it's, I mean, we ain't never actually connect and talk. So I'm glad the vibe was, I mean, so that's always good. So that's what I'm happy for. Because I don't really like this type of shit, but if the vibe there, I love it for sure.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Tell the people before we go where they can find your information and just your at name and everything else.
Instagram, Twitter, iTunes, everywhere is Deek Moyes, DIQMOYS, or you could just go to like Deek Westside, DEEK, and then Westside. You could just, that's my alter ego, I guess you motherfucker call it. But yeah, we're right. Deek Moyes, DIQMOYS, everywhere. Fuck with me.
Okay. All right, so y'all heard it here on Hear Me Clearly podcast, and this was Danny and Deek Moyes today. So thank you, and that's it. I'll talk to you again.
All right, Dad. Say no more. Yeah.
All right, have a good one.
All right.
Much more.